Thank you very much. I grew up in the Miramichi and now live in Albert County, so I'm no stranger to wooded areas. My family cut wood. I grew up with a chainsaw in my hand at a young age, and I started hunting in 1985. We've seen changes over the landscape in the last 30 or so years, and I got some interesting points that I had taken down here. There's a couple of suggestions as it relates to this. We're putting together some legislation now. I don't understand precautionary principle, just learned about it today, but we've got some questions that were raised from the floor as it relates to maple sugar and to berries, how this affects and whatnot. It'd be great to have some clarity on that so that the bill, and I think Mr. Cohn indicated, some legislative clarity on stuff like that, and be power in the public versus private. What legally are we allowed to do? If a power line goes through my property, do I have the ultimate say on that? And I mean, those are questions I don't have. Maybe there is some stuff that should get answered there. Mr. Lazier made a point when we started that we have no evidence. I believe that the folks on the Stop Spraying side would argue that there is a ton of evidence, but precautionary principle requires us to move forward without exploring that. I love having evidence put on the table, even in this short conversation. Mr. Cumberland and Mr. Terrio made some great points. Folks from the agriculture, there was folks that were contributing to the conversation that's not reflected in that particular motion. We've got opponents, we've got proponents, and then we've got a legislative framework that we have to work within. So one of the things that I look at through this lens is through the course of the election campaign now and going forward, one of the things that we were excited about is that we've committed to disassembling and then reassembling that Crown Lands and Forestry Act, which precautionary principle is fine, but we are inviting everyone to the table, proponents, opponents. Unlike when the act was written in 1982, people from all the stakeholder groups can come to the table. We've got, when I look through quickly, we've got Stop Spraying New Brunswick and industry, but we also have the New Brunswick Wildlife Federation. We need them at the table. Conservation Council, agriculture groups, like the groups that you guys represent, so that evidence-based decisions are made. We're pretty excited about our platform commitment to do that and bring everybody to the table. Does it snap a finger and stop things on a dime? Not necessarily, but a thorough, deliberate, intentional process where, like never before, all groups are going to be invited to the table. We appreciate being invited here, and we're going to take this back. I got like 4 or 5 pages worth of notes to bring to our caucus, and I, as a rookie MLA, certainly appreciate the invitation, and I'm excited to work further on this. Thank you.